Charlie, Juliet, Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. here on 146.430. This net has been on the air once a week for now 1,677 weeks. So we're at week 1677. It is a simplex net, so not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. And this is a good thing because it helps people try and improve their station, maybe upgrade their gear, and test out their radios and antennas. And so, with that in mind, I stream this net on YouTube. That way, people who tune in can hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, and of course, hear stations that they cannot pick up on their radios. And just search for my new station, my new YouTube channel is now at VA3CJZ880. So if you want to search for me on YouTube, just type in at VA3CJZ880 and you can find us live there right now. Stop in and say hi. So everyone with a valid license is welcome to check into this net, and I'd like to congratulate and welcome all newly licensed hams. And finally, I ask that you please leave at least a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. And with that, do we have any time-sensitive, mobile, priority traffic stations, or just one and done? Please come now. Oh, I don't hear a thing, unfortunately, but thank you, Larry. Could you relay for him? Please say hi to Art and bring him in. Yeah, yeah, very good. Thanks. Unfortunately, I don't hear a peep. It's not breaking my squelch, and I do have a noise floor, so I wouldn't be able to hear him even if I opened my squelch up. But anyhow, Art, thanks for checking in, buddy. I hope everything's going okay with you. And if Rick comes in, we'll let him know that you're here. Oh, he's had the flu for 2 months, eh? That's unfortunate. Um, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he's working hard to get better. No audio again, eh? All right. Okay, give me a minute. I'll work on that. Yeah, very good, Art. Thanks again for checking in, buddy. And you take care, and we'll talk to you again soon, hopefully. All right, very good. Thanks, Larry. And so, thank you for the relay as well. Do appreciate that. And looks like I got no audio coming through on the YouTube for the radio portion. So I'll have to work on that. But for now, I'll add you, Larry, and Art into the log. Why don't you come on in there and tell me How's everything? I understand Noel had some windage issues there with his antenna. How'd you make out? Oh, okay. Very good, Larry. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I have any issues there. Everything seems to be fine over here. But I heard it was blowing up to 55 kilometers an hour, about 35 miles an hour, down by the Burlington Bridge. There, I overheard the harbor master talking about that.
Pick up the grandson from school today. The daughter was home. She's still mending that tooth that she had pulled out. So it was a quiet afternoon.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, Larry. Well, thanks for checking in, my friend. Do appreciate it. And if you got anything else, just jump in. And again, thanks for the relay.
Yep, not a problem. I was going to mention to you, you should have ordered from GPS Central out there, your radio. Garnett's out there. He could have picked it up for you. No shipping.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No shipping costs. Right on. Where is he?
The last time I looked, he's out in BC. He's gone out to see his brother. So they drove out there. A buddy of his went with him to see his family. And I think Garnett he's about 7 hours away. He dropped him off, and he's about 7 hours away to get to see his brother. So he's out in BC.
Ah, yeah, and GPS Central is in Calgary. There, it's right on the way.
There you go. Anyways, it looks like you fixed the audio. I think Noel said the audio seems fixed. So, all right, I'll pass it back to you, and I'll sit here and listen along. I'll pick up some more. BE3LBI.
Okay, very good, Larry. And with that, let's start a new list. Who's out there who would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ.
Pop Lima.
A BE3DJZ.
Strahd Golf.
VA3 NCA.
1 kilowatt.
VA3 WPG fast check in and out.
Oh my gosh, what an ambush. I I caught WPG in there, IUK. Papa Delta Lima was first, and I think he doubled with someone there. Who's trying to get in first there?
VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec.
And VE3 FQ.
And VE3FQ, is that right? Fox Kilo?
Kilo Mike Quebec.
No, there was either a young person or a female there with a VE3FQ or something.
There's a female there, Chuck.
It's VE3 MQ and VA3 Bravo India Kilowatt.
Okay, got it. Forgive me if I don't grab you guys in order there, but I'll try and get through. So let's bring in Paul, VE3 Papa Delta Lima.
Hey, Chuck and everybody else. Good to hear everybody in there. I missed last week there, Chuck, as you probably noticed. But, yeah, made sure I was going to throw the old dime in the bucket this time. So here we go. And I had a couple items up for sale on Marketplace, one of them being a handheld Yaesu microphone for a handheld, handy-talkie.
Oh, yeah.
And guess who showed up to buy it today? You haven't heard this guy's name in a long time, I'll bet.
I don't know. One of my neighbors?
No, sir. He used to own a couple of CB shops in town.
Holy jeez. What was his name? Not Ron, is it?
Bill Watson, I believe his last name is. He used to have that shop right across on the corner of Cannon and Kenilworth, and then he moved up to Highway 5 and Highway 6 and had that shop up there.
Yeah. And he had that guy with the big cyst in his stomach there. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, so I make arrangements. This guy comes to the house today. The second I open my door and I go, "You're Bill, the guy that used to own the CB shops." He goes, "Yeah, I remember you too."
Right on. Oh, that's always nice, eh? To bump into someone you haven't seen in years. Last time I bumped into him at the beer store on was it Main Street there? Over by where the liquor store is at the traffic circle there. Geez, what's the name of that street? I haven't gone there in years, but that's where I bumped into him.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, he's a ham radio guy too. His call sign's Victor Echo 3 Bravo November Whiskey.
Oh, all right. I'll have to try and remember that there and look him up. All right, Paul. That's great news. Thanks for sharing and for checking in, buddy. Hope everything's going good with you and the family.
Yes, sir. I just got back the other day. We went up north to Mickey's property there and brought the guns, and we're sighting everything in, and yep, listening to everybody hunting the deer, and we didn't get a chance to yet, but that's okay. I don't plan on dying for a while, so I'll get a shot. Okay, Chuck, I'll let you pick up the rest of the fine gentlemen in behind me there, and good to hear everybody in there. Larry, and I heard Huey. Of course, he's got his first thing out of his mouth. Hey, there's a female in there. Hound dog. All right, I'll let you get to it, and I'm going to stick around for a bit, so I'll be like Art. We're going to be listening in the background here. So V3PDL back over to net control. Thanks, Chuck, and thanks for being there, sir.
All right, Paul. Well, nice of you to blow off the dust off your radio equipment there and and check in. Always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend. And thanks for sharing that about Bill. That's the other name there that I thought I remembered. Very good then. All right, so let's bring in Mike. Victor Echo 3 Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, just to check in, not an awful lot going on. Was doing a little bit of repair work on my deck that I have out the back, wooden deck. It's seen its day in the sun, literally, and snow too. Some of it's decaying and rotting, so I did manage to cut the few pieces. It's just a small section that needs repair at this point. But of course, I'm fighting the weather. It's getting a little cooler out, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it done before the snow flies. So I may have to leave it till spring. But I did get the wood cut, which included some fancy 45-degree angles off the radial arm saw I've got. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Back to you.
Oh, I miss the days of being able to do all that kind of stuff. I just, the space is so limited now where we live that you kind of have to move things around just to get a work area. But yeah, I used to love doing all that. But sometimes it's out of necessity, or and then you're fighting the timetable with the colder weather and the white flakes. So good luck to you there, Mike, and I'd always appreciate you checking in there. Hey, I'm not sure if I talked to you since the Worldwide DX contest there. How'd you make out?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've checked in, Chuck. Yeah, I did actually not too bad. Just under 400 contacts, which was just a little bit shy
That's
of what I
good.
did last year. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time at it over that weekend. Not continually, took breaks, of course, but as I said, I had a pretty good, number of contacts and score. So, yeah, it's always a lot of fun. But, the one thing that stands out, 10 meters was really good on that weekend. And to that point, usually when I work South American stations, Argentina and Brazil, I've usually got to, give my call 2 or 3 times or more before they get it right and hear me. But I swear, just about everybody I talked to in South America got it the first time, which just shows how good the propagation was. So yeah, it was a good weekend.
Oh, well, good for you, Mike. This is one of the years where I wasn't feeling well that weekend, and I really didn't want to push myself, and so I just said I'll pass. But the good news is the entire week leading up to the contest, there's a lot of guys that come on to prep everyone for the contest, and so they're out there calling out, and I managed to snag a few during the week there, so it wasn't a total loss. Over.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, well, I haven't done an awful lot of contesting this year, but I always like the CQ Worldwide. I also like the 160 because I do have capability for that with a a end-fed half wave for 160, zigzagging all over the property. But it does work. It's not up too high, but it's always a lot of fun, doing that band there, Chuck. I won't hold it. I'll let you carry on with some others, and thanks for doing the net, Chuck. It's always a good net. VA3CJZ, V3KMQ.
All right, Mike. Thank you again, and great signal and audio as always. All right, so let's bring in either VE3MQ or VA3BIK.
Hi, Chuck. Dad's listening here as well. Just coming in to check in and whatnot.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Aspen. And you and Dad are in the log there. Did he get any luck getting rid of his gear yet, or no?
Maybe on the weekend, he said.
All right, well, good luck. Hope it's a yes. And of course, nobody wants to climb up there in bad weather and snow and high winds, so the sooner the better. All right, very good then. Everything okay with you?
Yeah, everything's okay with me and whatnot.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for checking in, Aspen. Always a pleasure to talk to you, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, so let's bring in Huey next. VE3 Delta Juliet Zulu.
Good evening, Chuck. I'm just doing a check-in with you real fast, saying hi.
Yeah, sorry it took so long to get to you there, Huey. I kind of figured you were kind of in and out there, but you sounded good tonight. Any any new radios you're expecting or eyeballing?
I'm thinking about get the FTX Soplama at Radio World. They got one in stock. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you should wait till Black Friday, which starts November 28th. So I'm expecting some radio gear to go down in price for that. But good luck if you can't wait. You gotta have it. Go get it.
You know, boys and their toys, you know what I mean, buddy?
Absolutely. You know, when you got money burning a hole in in your pocket, and you got your eyes on something, yeah, go get it. All right, Huey. Thanks for checking in. And like I said, there you're coming in great here. Anything else?
No, Chuck, that's it. Thank you very much, and thanks for doing that, and have a good night. Good sleep. Be quiet, Polly.
All right. I know I still gotta bring in a few more, but I've got next. I've got VE3IUK. Bill.
Oh, I thought that Wade was ahead of me.
All right. Well, let's do that then. Like I said, I got ambushed there at the beginning, and I wasn't prepared to type in all those contacts there at once. But thank you for that. Let's bring in Wade. Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Thanks there, Bill. We'll all get in there eventually. So if it wasn't this round, I would have called out again, but appreciate it. Yeah, not too much to say tonight, except a big hello and thank God it's Wednesday, halfway through. Actually, more than halfway through for me. I've got Friday off, so that's kind of nice. So I'm 3/4 of the way through my work week. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully nice weather this weekend and an early start to it at that. But before I get there, I do have to go in to the office physically tomorrow. So we got a meeting that we got to measure some spaces up for some renovations, and that's something that they still haven't figured out how to do on Zoom. So I'm into the campus tomorrow. So, but not all. That's not horrible. It's a nice place to be. So. Anyhow, I will be here for the duration, listening along as usual. It's a great way to spend a Wednesday, and so here's where I'm going to be. Thanks there, Chuck. Back to you.
All right, very good there, Wade. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow goes by fast for you because, you're going to be thinking about having Friday off. So hopefully you're not counting the minutes very slowly. Okay, Wade, thanks for checking in, sir. Always appreciate it. Look forward to your input during our quiz portion of the net coming up a little bit later on, and all the rest. And so we'll clear with VA3 November Charlie Alpha, and let's bring in VE3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone online. Not much to report here. I was on HF bands for a bit before the net started, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't hearing much of anything, and I went and looked at Ham Solar, and that told the story. So with a K index of 6, and I forget what the A index was, but it was also very high. I think I made 2 contacts on 40 meters with not very favorable signal reports. So we're going through a bit of that right now. But interestingly enough, this you go by months and months and not get a QSL card in the mail. And yesterday I actually got 2 in the mail. And one of them was from VE0CNM in Nova Scotia. And that is the wireless office that's on the HMCS Sackville. So that was kind of a cool card to get. That was a contact I had on 15 meters. So there you go, Chuck. You know, you don't get too many QSL cards by mail anymore, and you get 2 in the same day.
Yeah, from the coast, eh? Very good, right on. Yeah, it's been a while since someone sent me. I get the digital ones, of course, and but it's always nice to get a hard copy. Yeah, if I had the cards and well, I do have the printer. Yeah, I can make a whole bunch of them up. So, anyways, all right, Bill. Yeah, very poor conditions today. I noticed before the net there were some uh, countries that I wanted that I don't have, but I couldn't even hear them. So, anyways, okay. Anything else, Bill?
No, can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll chime in later. So I'll be here for the duration.
All right, very good then. Okay, so I know I have Chris in there, VA3 WPG. Chris, come on in. Oh, maybe Chris was a one and done, but Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Are you there? All right, who'd I miss? Who else is out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
NFG.
Right, right. Now I remember hearing you, Steve, but I missed typing it into the log. So, VA3 NFG. Steve, come on in.
How can you miss this signal, Chuck? I'm probably doing, well, probably 60 over on your meter. Which is, that's as far as mine goes, that's for sure. Hello, Chuck, and everybody listening on the stream or on the radio. Just chilling, man. Lazy day, you know. First of 2 days off. And then I get to work Friday and the weekend, so, you know, this is my weekend, right? That's about it, Chuck. No traffic here tonight, man. Just chilling, and we'll be listening to the remainder of the net and looking forward to the happened on this day at 9 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, Steve. By the way, it's 50. You'd have to be, across the street or out front to hit 60. But, yeah, very good signal. Like I said, I got ambushed there at the beginning, and I missed a few, so sorry about that. But you are in the log. All right. So that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Hey, I just sent Bill a, what do you call it, a message on Facebook here. He might throw a bean in the pot for you here.
Oh, right on. An RF check-in would be nice. And if not, let him know my YouTube channel is the @ symbol, so at VA3CJZ 880. At symbol VA3CJZ 880 on YouTube, so he can do that as well if he likes. But thanks, Paul.
Okay, sir. Yeah, he's just hooking up his antenna now, so he said give him a few minutes, and I'm guessing he'll be here. So just wanted to let you know, sir. V3PDL, back to net control.
All right, very good. I'd like to say hi to Albert, who's just checked in from Barrie. VA3 Bravo Tango. Hello, Albert. Hope you're bringing your long johns with you. Cool in the morning, I'm sure. Matt joined us as well. VE3 Sierra Mike November, and a bunch of other people there. So hello and welcome. A lot of activity on the chat. Very good. And so with that, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by here and say hi on the AREG Net. This is VA3CJZ.
Is Albert up in Barrie looking for another apartment?
No, he's building a pickleball court.
I couldn't resist. I always got to tease Albert about his other call sign, APT. That's all I ever call him. I don't use his new one. Anyways, hello, Albert. Okay, Chuck, just me being a nuisance again. Carry on.
No problem there, Paul. You're always welcome to chime in. And he says it's calling for snow this weekend. Good thing you'll be in Hamilton there, Albert, and you can go back to the snow on Monday. Or it'll probably melt. The first ones always do, right? It's just to let you know. It's not far away. All right, Paul, very good. And let's see, we got anyone else out there wishing to check into our net? This is VA3CJZ. Name here is Chuck, and I'm in Hamilton, Ontario. Please come now.
I wish to check in. Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
All right, you're the person, you're the next contestant on the Bob Barker Show. Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
All right. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on net. I got my freshly brewed cup of Starbucks decaf so I can sleep tonight, but still enjoy it. And here for the duration now, finally, and looking forward to it. And I was shocked and excited and happy and brought back a whole lot of memories from when I was a young kid getting into CB radios and going down on the weekends to the flea market, probably on Sundays, if I'm remembering all this correctly, to with my parents to go see Bill and get either radios fixed or buy a radio or get a new antenna or whatever I needed. It was always an event for me as a kid. So that's my geeky story for the net, and let you carry on, Chuck. I'm looking forward to the rest. Back to you.
Oh, very good, Matt. And that's a nice story. I remember going there as well many times to his stores and buying stuff and getting radios juiced up and all that good stuff. So, yeah, right on. I didn't know anyone else but Paul here knew him. I think Steve probably does their NFG. Yeah, very good. So everything good? You got a great signal, by the way, man. Fantastic. Just about full strength, I think. So good job, Matt.
Right on. Thanks, Chuck. The new antenna, the Diamond X50 that's up there, is doing a fantastic job. Thanks, Larry.
All right. Very good then. It is doing a fantastic job. Okay, very good, Matt. Thanks for checking in. You are in the log. And so let's see now. Who else is out there would like to check into our net? This is the longest running simplex net in the Hamilton area. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. Looking for check-ins. Please come now.
VE3 BNW.
VE3 BNW. Bravo November Whiskey.
That's correct, or I like to say bring naked women. What's funny is I heard my name mentioned. I'm Bill, the guy that used to have the radio store.
Very good. Good evening, Bill. I'm Chuck here in the East End of Hamilton. I've been to your stores many times over the years there, and I think I bumped into you at the beer store there, not far from Kenilworth, a few years ago. But how's everything going?
Oh, can't complain. Haven't been playing radio for a bit, but I'm getting slowly back into it again. I've been doing other things as well. But yeah, I was actually saw Steve today. I picked up. I'm talking on it right now. The little microphone I picked up from PDL today, and seems to be working fine. Had to do some cleaning to the radio. Using a little VX5R. I've had this for a million years, and just put up a little diamond disc home for now. So, but yeah, it's funny. I turned the radio on. I heard the other gentleman say, "Oh, I've been to Bill's store for the CB radios." I go, wait a minute, you're talking about me.
Yeah, there's a few of us that remember you there, Bill. So nice to hear you. Have you been active on the radio at all?
Not too much. It was for a bit, and I had a garage fire. Sorry, I lost a lot of my equipment and all kinds of stuff. So I slowly got back into it again. I took a couple of handhelds. I played a little bit of digital radio with DMR. I played with actually Paul behind me. He's got my old HF radio, and it was I've been dabbling a little bit on and off, but mostly doing other things in life.
Yep, I hear you. Life happens, and sometimes it gets in the way of doing other stuff. But yeah, I too, well, me and my family, we had a house fire, so I lost, well, pretty much close to everything. So definitely had to start from scratch with radio gear. If it wasn't overheated and burnt or waterlogged, it was NFG anyways. So yeah, we had to start over, and I'm actually saving my nickels up to buy a brand new rig soon, hopefully, and really looking forward to the any discounts that Black Friday is going to bring us.
Yeah. I'll see what happens when it comes in. I'm still playing around with it. Funny little story with when my garage burnt down. I still have it, a Heath kit, dual band. There's a Hot Water 24, if I'm not mistaken. It's way back when. I remember driving to Buffalo to pick it up, and it was, my daughter was, she was 7 years old. Now she's 38, so it was a few years ago. Well, that was in the fire as well. But what happened was when the fire department came down here, they went nuts with the hose, of course. And after we were cleaning up, I found the radio submerged in water in a plastic Tupperware container. I figured, well, this radio didn't burn, but it got submerged in water. So I took it all apart, soaked it down with WD-40, and played around with it for a bit. Lo and behold, it came back to life.
Oh, geez. Well, that's like my daughter when she used to drop her phone in water for some reason. And I remember the one time there she was asking for a big Tupperware and a bunch of rice. And so I can't believe it. She actually brought the cell phone back to life after soaking her phone for several days in the rice there. So there's all kinds of little tricks out there. Anyhow, Bill, so nice to hear you. Thanks for checking in. We're here every Wednesday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. You're welcome to join us. And I also stream the net live on YouTube, so all you got to do is look for me on YouTube under the name at symbol at VA3 CJZ 880, and that's my channel on YouTube, and you can find my videos there. So anyhow, I do appreciate you checking in, Bill. Anything else?
We're good. Appreciate coming back to me, and we'll make a point of it checking on Wednesday now. I'm only running 5 watts, so I'll throw the discount. So I'm in the East End as well. I'm not sure where you are. I'm near the traffic circle. But yeah, I'm not sure how far this thing's reaching out. I haven't played with it yet. But anyway, it's great to let you get back to the net, and thanks again, and we'll see you next Wednesday, the E3 BMW.
All right, Bill, that's great. I'm over by Barton and Ottawa, just 2 blocks from there. And yeah, that Discone and 5 watts is reaching me no problem, almost full strength over here. So I've got a nice clear shot, no obstructions around me, and so I can hear pretty good over here. All right, Bill, so you're in the log, and have a great rest of the evening. And we'll catch you later on. If you have anything else, if you're listening for a while, if you want to jump back in, by all means, break back in. And so we'll clear with Victor Echo 3, Bravo November Whiskey, or Bring Naked Women. I'm known as Chuck's Jumping Zebras, CJZ. Anyhow, let's see if there's anybody else out there wishing to check into the net. Please come now. All right. I didn't even bring up the web page with the contests on there. So I'm going to do that now very quickly and make those announcements. Contestcalendar.com. There we go. And we have a few contests listed here. We have the ARRL, ARRL EME contest coming up this Friday. And that is for CW phone and digital for 50 megahertz up to 1.2 gig, 1.2 gig, yeah. And that goes on for 48 hours. Let's see, what else do we have here? The PODXS 070 Club Triple Play Low Band Sprint. That's for PSK 31 on 40, 80, and 160 meters. And we also have the 1010 International Fall Contest for digital. 10 meters only on digital mode. And that's also on for 2 full days, I think. Where is it? 1010, yeah. 2 full days. Then there's the JIDX. I'm not sure where the Japan. There it is. That's a sideband contest for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. So the Japan DX contest, that's 0700 Zulu on November 8th to 1300 Zulu November 9th. And then there's a bunch of CW contests on the weekend, and I don't know how many of you are actually participating in CW contests, but I've got one interesting one here to name. It's called the AWA Bruce Kelly 1929 QSO Party, and that's for CW, and the bands are 20 meters, 40, 80, and 160 for CW. The Bruce Kelly 1929 QSO Party. Interesting name. All right, so if you want any more information on all the contests other than the ones I've listed, just open up your web browser and type in contestcalendar.com and click the 8-day button at the top near the home button there, and a page will come up with all the contests. You can click on any of them to get more information. Anyone else out there that has any announcements that they'd like to make or any check-ins for tonight's net, please come now. All right, well, how about we start a little bit of trivia? And I have something in mind here. Just give me a second to find it.
On this day in 2025, Chuck couldn't find his page.
Chuck came prepared. I just have many pages. I just had to find the right one. Thanks, Paul. Maybe you know the answer to this. Let me bring up the all the right screens here, so I have the YouTube stream going at the same time as this, so I can see everybody's responses. All right, now what's this one? Oh, this is part of my 375 fun trivia questions and answers. So, what was the first vegetable ever to be grown in space? What was the first vegetable grown in space?
I'll guess corn.
Huey.
Is that it?
What?
Corn.
corn, and then Wade says tomato. That's negative. The answer is the potato. One of the easiest things to grow.
I heard my name.
All right. Next. Oops. Next. Have it your way is the memorable slogan of what fast food restaurant?
That would be Burger King.
Have it your way. It is, in fact, Burger King. Way to go, Bill. And Wade also got that right.
Well, you know it's not McDonald's. Their phrase used to be "two can dine for $4.99."
Yeah, now it's $19.99.
Only Polly would know that. We're not talking about dead fish. You just keep quiet.
Oh, that reminds me. I was just driving down Ottawa Street the other day with my wife and noticed there's a sushi place, a new sushi place on Ottawa Street there. Have you been there, Huey?
No, where is it?
It would be south of our street, heading towards Main Street there. So, yeah, I forget what side it's on. I think it's on the right side, on the west side.
I gotta go check that out. Sounds good.
If you knew sushi like I knew sushi.
All right, very good. Okay, yeah, just pull up your map there, Huey, and on your phone there, and you'll be able to see all the restaurants in that direction there. You'll see it. All right, next question. What kind of chef works directly beneath the head or executive chef? That's an easy one.
Chef Huey. Chef.
Be quiet, Polly.
I'm beginning to think that Paul's answer is always going to be the same thing.
He's obsessed.
Geez, what's the answer? Nope. Sous chef. Way to go, Bill and Wade again. Very good. It's spelled S-O-U-S.
Sue the chef.
All right, another easy one. Pomme frite is the French term for what popular American side dish?
French fries.
Yeah, pomme is apple, but in French, a potato is basically an apple of the earth, an earth apple. It's weird, the translation, but yeah, correct answer is French fries. When was Diet Coke unveiled to the U.S. public? Yeah, anyone?
I can't remember. 1968. That's just a guess.
All right, I'll give you a hint. It was in the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah, 1982. Oh, Wade got it right. Very good. Just as I said it, I saw it pop up. Very good, Wade. And so, yeah, July 8th, 1982. All right, now what fast food chain once used the slogan, "Think outside the bun"?
Arby's? That's just a guess.
Well, if you really think about it, think outside the bun. So the answer is Taco Bell, right? They don't use a bun, so think outside the bun. Huh, interesting. Taco Bell is the answer.
Me and Taco Bell don't get along.
Ring of Fire?
Well, no. I was at a Taco Bell in the 90s. I got real sick and haven't ate one since.
My very first time eating at Taco Bell was in Florida. down in the Daytona Beach area, and I've been hooked ever since. I don't know. I could eat. Not a big fan of the burritos, but anything with those taco shells there. The tostadas that I had in Florida, they don't make them here. But yeah, the American stuff is different. We just pilfer the idea, open the franchise, and kind of stick to what they do in the States. But state by state, foods are different. You might get, if you go down south and go to a McDonald's, they might even give you grits for breakfast or something, which we don't find anywhere else, right?
Yeah, Roger, it's like a lot of McDonald's in the States. So when you go in, especially if you're in the South and the Southwest, you'll find iced tea, which you don't find in the McDonald's up here.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's many other examples. And so let me rotate this to the QSL cards, and we'll do that while I continue on here with 375 fun trivia questions. Yeah, that was interesting. Okay, now what is a single strand of spaghetti called? What is a single strand of spaghetti called? The Wade says not enough. That's funny. Correct answer is spaghetto. Spaghetto. And spaghetti is the plural. That's interesting. What year did Dunkin' Donuts become Dunkin', or just Dunkin'? That would be in 2018. I guess they lost the donuts in their slogan or name and just used Dunkin'. I didn't know that. Yeah, it was 2018, Wade, when they did that. All right, here's a cool one. How many slices of pizza does America eat per second? How many slices of pizza does America eat per second?
Oh, I know this one. Who cares?
Huey does. 350 to 400 slices of pizza per second in the U.S.
Listen, if it ain't sushi, I don't eat much.
Well, this is for all you food connoisseurs there, Paul, like Huey. And hey, where's Mac? I haven't heard Mac yet this evening. So let's do a pause and see if there's anybody else out there wishing to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. All right. Next, where were Doritos invented? Anyone? No one? Where were Doritos invented? They were invented at a place called Casa de Fritos at Disneyland. Imagine that. How many pounds of curly fries does Arby's sell in a year?
Paul, you should know that answer.
He'll just say Huey.
No, I don't like curly fries.
100 million pounds a year. Wow.
I like my potatoes straight and bald.
No. All right, you guys are going to know this one here. Somebody will. What is the name of the world's hottest chili pepper?
Have an arrow. Have an arrow.
No, sir. That is incorrect. Try again.
Scotch bonnet, maybe?
Isn't it the ghost pepper?
Yay! It is, in fact, no, it's not. It's the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest chili pepper. And I don't know if they grow the Carolina Reaper in Carolina. That'd be a good question to ask Google or your favorite AI chat box. What is Starbucks logo? It's a certain name for the logo. Anyone?
We don't hire white people?
No, that'd be at Tim Hortons. Starbucks logo is called a siren because there's a female on there, I guess. Huh. Where is the world's largest Starbucks? What city or state? The world's largest.
India.
The world's largest Starbucks is in Chicago. How many folds are in a chef's hat? You know, a chef's hat has pleats in it. How many pleats are there? Or are they called folds? The answer is 100. And I'm guessing no one knows why that specific number is on or is in every hat. The 100 is the amount of ways that you can cook an egg. That's why there are 100 folds in a chef's hat.
I've got 101.
Oh, of course. All right, we're getting close to 9 o'clock. It is currently 8:57 p.m. here in Hamilton, and outside my location, it's 7 degrees Celsius. That's at the airport. That's for Larry, 41 degrees, or 5 degrees Celsius at the airport. Okay, anyone else out there wishing to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ.
V3IUK question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So if you eat too many of those Carolina Reapers, do you meet the Grim Reaper?
I know one part of your body is going to be screaming.
Exactly.
Maybe not right away, but when you go visit the commode.
That's where some of the greatest inventions were come up with when they were sitting out in the commode.
No doubt. The place to contemplate your next invention.
The think tank.
So Noel has typed into the YouTube chat that 280.15 degrees Kelvin. What's that, Noel? I wonder if you know what the Scoville rating is for a Carolina Reaper.
Be somewhere up in the 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I used to eat spicy foods, but I just can't anymore.
Why is that, Chuck?
My body doesn't take it very well anymore. So, and I can't take the heat as much anymore.
I put that on everything. Hot stuff. The whole screaming thing the next morning.
Well, that is a factor, Paul. But yeah, going in, it's not as well. I still use that hot sauce there. I put that bleep on everything. I use that. That's not as hot as some of the stuff I've tasted.
You gotta try the Final Bomb. It's on Amazon. It's Final Bomb. That stuff is a killer.
I remember this one guy used to do videos of he'd buy all these hot things, and he'd eat them on camera. And one time he had his wife with, and they both, I think it was a chip. It looked like a Dorito chip, but it was the hottest chip in the world or something. Oh man! Sometimes there's snot coming out his mouth and drool, and it's gross. But oh yeah. All right, so Noel was kind enough to look up the answer to my question, and the hottest pepper in the world apparently now is pepper X, which has an average heat level of 2.693 million, 2,693,000 Scoville heat units, recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records in 2023. Thanks for that, Noel. Apparently, there's some female celebrities that can eat hot stuff. I've seen a few of them take the what is it, the pizza wing challenge, where every wing you eat, it goes up in heat, and some of them can take all of them.
What was that comment, Art? I'll relay it. A Chi Chung special. Okay.
Like when he was running to the bathroom there saying, "Come on, ice cream."
Yep, he agreed with you, Chuck.
All right, very good. And Steve has joined us on the YouTube stream. Hello, Steve. Currently, we're cycling through our QSL cards here. I got a question here. So it says here, this household vacuum was originally developed by Black & Decker as a tool for sample collection on the moon. What was it called?
Dirt Devil.
You're pretty close, Bill. It's actually the Dustbuster. So they first used a Dustbuster on the moon, and then they later decided to make it public. What is the meaning of FN on your computer keyboard?
Function. I can't find the any key.
FN. Yeah. Okay. I can't tell this story. That's unfortunate, but that's the correct answer. FN is function on your keyboard. Okay, now what is the long-standing nickname for IBM?
I blame Microsoft.
Idiots become managers.
I blame Paulie.
No. The nickname. IBM has a nickname. I do believe they have a computer that they also call this. That's right. Big Blue. Cancel. I forgot to. I have a Amazon device that responds to the word computer, so I had to mute that. And yes, it is Big Blue. That is the long-standing nickname for IBM. apparently in this question. Way to go, Wade. Who owns Venmo? Venmo. Big company owns that. Who owns it? Venmo. Well, maybe not as big as Meta, but it's PayPal. PayPal owns that. What was Mac's first web browser? What was it called? Mac's first web browser.
I don't know. He's not here. We can't ask him.
I know, right?
Hang on 1 second, Chuck. Go ahead, Art. Okay, Art, you have a good week. E3KCI, no problem. Chuck, he's going to leave. The noise level at his end has come up. He wished everybody a 7-3. I'll let you go ahead.
Good night, Art.
All right, good night, Art. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. And when I talk to Rick, I'll let him know that you stopped by. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, 7-3, Art.
All right, the answer to my last question is Samba. Mac's first web browser was called Samba. What year was eBay founded?
$1995.
Yes. Way to go, Bill. 1995. What is the best-selling video game franchise? Mario. Mario is the best-selling video game franchise. Okay. This will be the last one. What does Yahoo stand for? Anyone? All right. Yahoo stands for Yet Another Hierarchically Officious Oracle. All right. That's information no one needs to remember. And I see Noel, I think, is having a little bit of a delay from our stream again. He's coming up with some good answers, but they're a little bit late. So, Noel, thanks. You've been getting them right there. Very good. All right, let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check into our net as we move into the on this day portion. This is VA3CJZ looking for check-ins.
Victor Alpha 3, Lima Golf Golf.
Victor Alpha 3, Lima Golf Golf. Come on in.
Good evening to you and everybody on net tonight. Just heard you on the air, so I thought I'd give a quick check-in. Just heading home, and thought I'd say hi to everybody in 7-3s.
Oh, very good. It looks like you're George. I'm Chuck, and I'm located here by the Center Mall. You're doing a fantastic job. Great signal. And thanks for checking in.
No problem, and thank you for hosting the net tonight.
All right. Always a pleasure. We try and have fun here, and everyone is welcome. So we're here every Wednesday from 8 p.m. till around 10 p.m. and we try to keep things lively here. So, whereabouts are you headed?
I literally just left Center Mall area. I've only made it a few blocks away, so heading home, should be there any second now, and just flipped through the channels and heard you on the air, so when I got the chance, I broke in and said hello.
All right. Well, thank you very much, George, for checking in, and drive safe, and we'll talk to you soon. And so we'll clear with Victor Alpha 3, Lima Golf Golf, and we'll see who else is out there would like to check in. Please come now. All right, so that means we're going to go to on this day in history, and I'm going to need to pull up that page. Paul, you got me. I wasn't ready for that one.
Oh, I wasn't going to say nothing, brother.
You've been awfully quiet. I thought you left.
Just picking my moments, you know.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, we're at on this day, week 247. Wow, where has the time gone? And we start with today's famous birthdays. And Paul, you're going to like this one. The first guy I got here was born on this day, November 5th, in 1911. And his name is Roy Rogers, an American cowboy actor. He had the Roy Rogers Show, and he was a country music singer. He sang Happy Trails, born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he passed away in 1998. Didn't he have that horse named Trigger?
Yes, sir.
I think he had it mounted too, didn't he, after it died? I know one cowboy did with his horse. Anyways, all right, very good. So, moving on, we've got Art Garfunkel, born on this day, 1941. He would turn 85 today. He's an American folk pop singer with the band Simon and Garfunkel, of course. The song Bridge Over Troubled Water is a famous one. And he was apparently in a movie called Carnal Knowledge, born in New York City. Born on this day, 1947, Peter Noone, a British pop rock singer, sometimes known as Herman from Herman's Hermits. You might know the song I'm Into Something Good, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. Those were two of my favorite songs. But he was born in England.
And it's a kind of hush.
I'm sorry, what's that, Bill?
They do the song There's a Kind of Hush, the one that Engelbert Humperdinck did as well.
Yeah, there's a kind of hush all over the world. Yeah. Oops. Where'd I go? Where'd it go? I did it again. All right. Next, we've got Kris Jenner, turning 70 years old today. Born in 1955, she's an American businesswoman and TV personality. You might know her from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Born in San Diego, California. Someone who became famous for no reason at all. She has no claim to fame, and neither do her kids. Kind of like Paris Hilton. What was she famous for? Being on TV? Anyways. Next, Helen O'Hara. Born on this day, 1956. British rock violinist with the Dexys Midnight Runners. You might know that song, Come On Eileen. And Helen was born in Bristol, England. Born in 1957, David Moisey, Australian rock vocalist with the band Air Supply. I'm All Out of Love. Born in Australia, of course. Next, born in 1958, Robert Patrick, an American actor. You might know him as the Liquid Terminator in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. He was also on the show Reacher, and currently he's on Tulsa Kings as a bad guy. I don't think I've ever seen him play a good guy. Oh, maybe once. He was also in a Special Forces unit. He was a commander. He was a good guy there. That was the only time I've seen him not be a bad guy. Robert Patrick. Bryan Adams turns 66 today, born in 1959. Canadian Juno and Grammy award-winning singer-songwriter. Run to You is one of his songs. I think he wears his sunglasses at night is another one. He was born in Kingston, Ontario. Tilda Swinton is 65 years today, born in 1960. An English BAFTA and Academy Award-winning actress. She's very unique looking. She's an albino, I think. Always has platinum or white hair. And actually she was bald in Doctor Strange movies. She pushed Bruce Banner right out of the Hulk. She was bald there. Remember her? That's Tilda Swinton. Tatum O'Neal was born on this day, 1963, an American actress. She was in the movie Paper Moon, and then The Bad News Bears, and then also Little Darlings. And she's the ex-wife of John McEnroe, born in Los Angeles, California. Sam Rockwell turns 57 years old today. Born in 1968, he's an American actor. He was in the movie 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. And he was also the bad guy in Charlie's Angels, the movie. I think he slept with Drew Barrymore and then he shot her out of a window. Yeah. So that's it. He's the last guy on my list of people born on this day. So we'll pause for another call out, see who else is out there would like to stop by and check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now. Yeah, and I see Matt and Noel or Wade are commenting there about Herman's Hermits. Yep, in the 60s, grew up to that quite a bit. All right, so let's move on to who died today in history. And we won't go back too far in time, but let's start off with 1869. He passed away, Otis Tufts, Tufts. Otis Tufts, he's an American machinist and inventor who built printing machines, steam engines, firefighting equipment, and invented the steam pile driver. And he was 65 years old when he died way back in 1869. Dying in 1914, we have August Weismann, a German biologist, one of the founders of the science of genetics. And he was already 80 years old when he died in 1914. The father, one of the founders of the science of genetics. Let's move up to 1977. We've got Guy Lombardo. His real name is Gaetano, but he's gone by the name Guy Lombardo. He's a Canadian-American orchestra leader. who did The Old Lang Syne. And he dies of a heart attack in Houston at the age of 75. Who remembers the Saturday morning comics? Al Cap, the cartoonist for Little Abner, died on this day, 1979. Al Cap, his real name is Alfred Gerald Kaplan, an American cartoonist for Little Abner. He was 70 years old when he died in 1979. Barry Sadler died in 1989. He was the American singer of the song the Ballad of the Green Berets. That was in the movie, a John Wayne Vietnam movie, and I believe others. The Ballad of the Green Berets. Dies from complications of being shot 14 months earlier. And he was 49 when he died. Who remembers My Three Sons? Fred McMurray died on this day, 1991. He was an American actor in the movie Double Indemnity, The Apartment, and of course, My Three Sons. He dies of pneumonia at the age of 83. Who was the red shirt guy in Galaxy Quest there, Noel? I'm sorry I missed that. Next, we've got one of the Righteous Brothers. Bobby Hatfield died in 2003. You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin'. And he dies of acute cocaine toxicity at the age of 63. Too much cocaine in his system. Next, we go to 2005, and John Rice passed away. And he's an American actor and identical twin dwarf. Held the world record for shortest living twins until the year 2005 at a height of 2 feet 10 inches. He dies from injury complications at the age of 53. Next, dying in 2013, and the last on my list, Lee Crystal, an American drummer for Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll. Dies at the age of 57. So that ends my list of people who died on this day. Anyone else out there listening would like to check in, or do we have any questions or comments? Please come now.
Hey, Chuck, Val Keymore, and he died this year, too.
I'm sorry, who? Val Kilmer?
Yep.
Yeah, that was sad. You could tell there when he was in Tom Cruise's last movie that he wasn't doing very well, and this was probably the last time we were going to see him on film anyways.
And Gene Hackman.
Yeah, yep. At his house out in the desert, and so did his wife. They both died.
Yeah, I know. I just heard that the other day. It's crazy. He was a good actor.
Yeah, I guess someone went there for whatever reason, and they saw someone lying there, and police were called, and they found both his wife. His wife, I think, was in the bathroom, and he was somewhere else. So, yeah. And of course, I think one of their dogs was dead also.
That's crazy, man.
Didn't they figure that was something to do with some type of insect bite or parasite or something? I can't remember. There's something about that.
Yeah, I never followed through on it. I tried to follow it, but they weren't coming out with any reason why they died. They were speculating. Thinking one of them had had a heart attack because there was a pill bottle that was open probably trying to get to her medication. She might have died, and Gene Hackman was so frail that, yeah, he didn't make it either. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, Bill, we're going to come up to something you mentioned earlier. And so we'll move on from famous people dying on this day to today in history, events in history. And first we start with Columbus learns about corn. In the year 1492, Christopher Columbus learns how to grow and harvest maize, or corn, from Cuba's indigenous population. So natives, like we called them Indians, but they were all over the U.S. and into Cuba and many other places until Europeans came and settled there. So yeah, there's your maize connection there, Bill.
Yeah, Roger to that, yeah. And just to mention something about if you want to get an idea about the history of the natives in this land, back in the 90s, I think it was Kevin Costner hosted something called 500 Nations. And it talks about how the Indians, pretty much covered North and South America at one time. And one of the interesting things was that tribes from, hundreds of miles away could talk to each other because there was some kind of common sign language between them. So if you want a little history about that, check out documentary 500 Nations.
Oh, okay. I'll have to remember that. Thanks, Bill. All right. So, where was I? Bring the other page back up on this day. All right. In the year 1639, the first post office in the colonies is set up in Massachusetts. First post office. Remember when they used to be able to mail children? All right. Next, we've got the Boston Tea Declaration. In 1773, 3 years before the U.S. became a country, John Hancock is elected as moderator at a Boston town meeting that resolves that anyone who supports the Tea Act is an enemy to America. Now, I had to look this up, and I have this to add. The Tea Act, passed by the British Parliament on May 10th, 1773, was primarily designed to bail out the financially troubled British East India Company by giving it a monopoly on the American tea trade. This meant the company could sell tea directly to American colonists without having to pay certain taxes and duties, making its tea cheaper than smuggled Dutch tea. However, colonists viewed it as an attempt by Britain to gain and enforce its right to tax them without their consent, leading to widespread protests like the Boston Tea Party. And there you have it. Here's another story I had to research further. In 1873, 100 years later, due to the fallout from the Pacific Scandal, Sir John A. Macdonald resigns as Prime Minister of Canada. So that got my attention, so I had to look it up. And the Pacific Scandal was a Canadian political corruption scandal in 1873 involving Prime Minister Sir John A. Macdonald's Conservative government. The scandal broke after it was revealed that the government accepted large sums of money from financier Sir Hugh Allen in exchange for granting his company the lucrative contract to build the transcontinental Canadian Pacific Railway. The resulting public outcry and political pressure led to the resignation of Macdonald's government and a loss in the subsequent election. In 1895, we have the first U.S. automobile patent is granted to George B. Selden for a gasoline-driven car. So it wasn't Henry Ford, it was George B. Selden. Next, we got a story about an explorer. In 1905, Roald Amundsen, so let me spell that. Roald is R-O-A-L-D. Amundsen is A-M-U-N-D-S-E-N. Amundsen reaches Eagle City, Alaska, to announce to the world by telegraph he is the first expedition in 400 years of attempts to complete a Northwest Passage. That's in 1905. And then 30 years later, 1935, the Parker Brothers launches the board game Monopoly. Did you know there's ham radios inside the Vatican? In 1943, World War II, the Vatican in Rome is bombed from the air. No one claims responsibility. Later investigations point to fascist operatives attempting to disable the radio transmitter. Yeah. (1954), Montreal Canadien center Jean Béliveau scores 3 goals in 44 seconds on future Hall of Fame goaltender Terry Sawchuk in a 4-2 win versus the Boston Bruins, and that was the second fastest NHL hat trick. So I had to look up who the fastest was, and I never heard of this guy. Bill Mosienko holds the record for the fastest hat trick in NHL history, scoring 3 goals in 21 seconds for the Chicago Blackhawks against the New York Rangers on March 23, 1952. The record still stands today. How about that? In 1966, the Monkees score their first Billboard #1 with Last Train to Clarksville. I used to follow them all the time. Written by Bobby Hart and Tommy Boyce. And if you don't know, November 4th or November 5th is also the date where the U.S. Votes for presidents and that. And today I think they had votes for governors and things like that. But in 1968, on this day, Republican candidate Richard Nixon is elected President of the United States. I am not a criminal. In 1987, an iceberg twice the size of Rhode Island breaks from the Antarctica's Ross Ice Shelf. A year later, 1988, the song Kokomo. Kokomo, single by the Beach Boys from the film Cocktail, tops the charts. Their first hit in 20 years, and to date, their latest. That was back in 1988, almost 40 years ago. 47 years ago. And also in 1988, Cornell University confirms A graduate student is the source of a major computer sabotage known as the Morris worm. Initially created as an experiment, but spread rapidly due to a programming error. Who heard of the Morris worm? I remember when big worms, internet worms, first came out there. There's so many now. All right, so now we go to 1994, and the space probe Ulysses completes the first passage behind the sun in 1994. A year later, in 1995, a man by the name of André Dallaire attempts to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Jean Chrétien, but he is thwarted when the Prime Minister's wife locks the door. I don't remember hearing about that. And I never trusted Jean Chrétien. You know why? Because he talks out the side of his face. My father always told me, don't trust anyone who talks out the side of their face.
I remember seeing an interview with him, Chuck, and the interview asked him why he only talked out of one side of his mouth, and he said, at least I don't talk out of both.
Yeah, smart aleck. Yeah. Anyways, they're all crooked, every one of them. Yeah. All right, so let's go to 1996 now. Voters in California re-elect entertainer Sonny Bono to the United States Congress. I thought once you were a congressman, it was for life. But I think he was mayor first and then something else, but I guess that's just before he died. All right. I wonder what year Sonny Bono died. Someone, Noel is saying, someone tried to break into Sussex Drive. Yeah, good luck. There's no one living there. No, no one's ever lived there, or not ever, but I mean, hasn't lived there for what, 20 years? Yeah, and it's a mess. Gonna cost a fortune to rebuild that place.
Didn't Sonny Bono die in a skiing accident?
Yep, he hit a tree.
That's what I thought.
Yep. That would have hurt. In 1996, also, Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter is the unanimous choice as AL Rookie of the Year, 1996. Do you have his baseball card?
That's the year Tupac got shot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he died coming out of the casino after the big fight with the big fight there in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they were there watching a boxing fight or something.
Yeah. They still don't know who did it to the day.
Well, they convicted Suge Knight for it, and one of the other guys responsible was already dead.
We all know P. Diddy had something to do with it.
They say that Diddy had something to do with it as well. But, yeah, they said they found out who killed him, so. The one they haven't found out was who killed Biggie.
Probably the same people that killed Eazy-E.
All right, very good. Let's pause here and see if there's anybody else out there wishing to check into our net. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3IMW.
Oh, look who got out of the hospital. VA3IMW. Mac, come on in. Everything all right?
All's well. Who said I got out?
Didn't know they let you bring your radio into the emergency.
Well, I mean, from the general to your place, I'm sure you're still getting me with a good signal.
Oh, yeah. Real good.
Full scale here as usual. Thanks for being here tonight, Chuck, and certainly being glad to be along for the ride.
All right, Mac, everything okay? You feeling all right?
Super duper.
All right. Just don't have much else to add then, I guess.
Yeah, this is VA3IMW with not much to say. That guy that seldom shows up.
Repeat that again, Sari?
Oh, he's been waiting all night for you there, Mac.
Can I get a relay for that weak station?
Good to hear you in there, Mac. I didn't realize you were in the hospital, but hope everything's all going your way, sir.
Let me just say that the rumors of my hospitalization are greatly exaggerated.
Okay, then. Well, you sound good, so whether you're at home or not, good to hear you in there.
Thanks much, Paul. Turn it back to net control. Carry on, Charles.
All right. I used to like those Carry On movies.
I have them all.
Why doesn't that surprise me? All right, very good. So let's move on to something else here that happened in 2006. Former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein, along with co-defendants Barzan Ibrahim and some other guy, are sentenced to death in the trial for their role in the 1982 massacre of 148 Shiites. And if I'm not mistaken, as soon as they caught him, they had the trial, and then they took him down to the basement and they hung him. Done. All right, moving on to the year 2007, China's first lunar satellite, Chang'e 1, goes into orbit around the moon back in 2007. In 2010, Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones autobiography called Life tops the New York Times bestseller list. You know what? I wouldn't mind reading that. Bet you he's had a super interesting life. All right, in 2018, NASA's Voyager 2 probe leaves the solar system, becoming the second human-made object to reach interstellar space. Of course, Voyager 1 left the heliosphere, the boundary of the sun's influence, on August 25th, 2012. And it took 6 years for Voyager 2 to also leave the solar system. So it says here, it took almost 36 years to exit the region of the solar wind, making it the first aircraft to enter interstellar space. It will take tens of thousands more years to escape the solar system's gravitational pull completely. Wow. In 2021, NFL Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers admits in an interview he is unvaccinated and taking unapproved treatment after testing positive for COVID. Next, let's go to the 37th Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, which happened in 2022. And those include Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, Duran Duran, really? Eminem, the Eurythmics, Dolly Parton, Lionel Richie, Carly Simon, Judas Priest, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Harry Belafonte, Elizabeth Cotton, Alan Grubman, Jimmy Lovine, and Sylvia Robinson, the 37th Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Also in 2022, the Washington Capitals left wing Alex Ovechkin scores 787th career goal, surpassing Gordie Howe of the Detroit Red Wings for an all-time NHL record for most goals scored for a single team in a 3-2 loss to Arizona Coyotes. So Alex Ovechkin is the king now. And finally, in 2024, the world's first wooden satellite. That's right. The world's first wooden satellite, named LignoSat, Ligno Sat, which will burn up on re-entry, you think, is developed by Kyoto University to address space junk and it was launched from the Kennedy Space Center. That was a year ago today. I don't know if the satellite came down or not, but interesting. All right, well, that's it for On This Day in History. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and repeating it to you folks. With that, do we have any last-minute check-ins for tonight's net or any questions or comments? Please come now.
Bravo Kilowatt.
All right, I heard VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, and I think Huey had something to say there. Anything else?
No, I'm all good. Paul, you want a cracker?
All right, so let's bring in Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, I just got here a little while ago. And anyway, nothing really for the net. Yeah, I guess you got my email there about Monday night flat. Holy, yeah, the band conditions were just terrible there. I guess we had a big flare.
Yes, I did get that, and yeah, I think the space weather lady was saying we were going to get it, so I'm not surprised. She's usually right on top of it. Anyways, you missed Art. He was like one of the first check-ins tonight, but he left us a little bit after 9 o'clock.
Oh well. Yeah, I haven't talked to him for a little while there. Anyway, yeah, well, I guess he probably went to bed early. So, yeah, his sleep is usually screwed up pretty good. So, but oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, so I was watching TV and I just fell asleep, so there you go. Anyway, one of those old man things,
Hey, that happens. Usually after I eat, I do want to go horizontal for a little while. Not a problem, Rick. I was wondering if everything was okay, and, well, we can just blame it on the old man nap.
Yeah, that happens to me quite often after supper. So, anyway, that's the way it goes. But, geez, I was doing that when I was working, and I wasn't really an old man yet. So anyway, well, it's like you're not an old man now. Not yet. So, there you go, But when I was working, that happened quite often, after having a hard days at work, and then come home and a good meal, and your tummy's full, and that's it. Out like a light.
Yep, for sure. And it was a dark one today. It was a great day for a nap. It was dark all day, especially in the late afternoons there. Geez, from about 3 o'clock on, I was like, oh my God, where's the sun?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, it's we put our clocks back an hour, and I thought, oh, what's going on? Yeah, it's dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, shortly after 5 o'clock was the official sunset. And next thing you know, it'll be 4:30, 4:30, a quarter to 5 when the sun goes down. So yeah, we're heading into the dark period.
Well, when I was working, that was very depressing in the wintertime. Going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark. So, oh well, yeah. I'm glad I'm retired now. I don't have to worry about that. V3 BK.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Rick. Well, you made it, and so now I'm going to do another call out and see if there's anyone else out there. Any last-minute check-ins for tonight's AREG Net? Please come now before we start the 7-3 round.
Good to hear you in there, Rick, V3PDL. I still got that microphone for you, too, whenever we get a chance to hook up.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Almost. Yeah, well, one of these days we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem, Rick. I got to try to remember to jump in on the Monday night thing in there, too. I always seem to forget it, but yeah, I got to make an effort, make a note, stick it on my pin board here.
All right, very good then. Anyone else? All right, so let's go to the top of the list. And of course, Noel unfortunately has had antenna problems today due to the wind, I think. So he checked in via YouTube, VE3KDT. Thanks for that, Noel. And next we have Larry, VE3LBI.
Yep, we're still here listening along, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. And some of the trivia is pretty good, kind of interesting. Anyways, that's about it. I'll pass it back to you, and you can pick up the rest for the 7-3 round.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you liked it. I thought I would change things up a little bit there and spice things up with some some food trivia. And yeah, I had fun with it. So, and then of course you relayed for Art for me, VE3KCI. And so thanks for your check-in, Larry. We look forward to checking into the Friday night Rag Chew, or Friday night ZOE Rag Chew, of course on the VE3 ZOE repeater at 8 p.m. on Friday. Next, let's bring in Paul, VE3 Papa Delta Lima. I'm going to have to write this one down in my book there, Paul. You lasted the whole time.
Passed out.
That's funny. As I say that, he leaves. Oh, well.
That's Paul for you.
Yeah, I should have known. Well, next we had Mike from Burlington, VE3KMQ. Mike, are you still around? How about Tom and Aspen, VE3MQ? VA3BIK, you there? You're up, Huey, VE3DJZ.
Well, it was a good night, Chuck. Like always. It's always fun. Paulie's getting too old. He's got to have a cracker, go to bed.
Yep. Oh, well. Thanks for sticking around, too, Huey. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Always a pleasure, my friend. Anything else?
I found that sushi place, 209 Ottawa. It's called Skarsky Sushi.
All right, there's another place to try out. Let us know what you think of it. And then we've got Albert saying goodnight. Thanks for sticking around, Albert. You didn't fall asleep yet. Very good. VA3BT. Talk to you soon, my friend. Take care. All right, next is Bill, VE3IUK.
Yep, 7-3 to everybody. Thanks a lot for doing it. Always interesting and provocative. Boy, I'll be okay. It must be time for me to go to bed. Thanks a lot, Chuck, and good evening.
All right, very good, Bill. Glad you enjoyed it. And thanks for checking in. And also want to say thanks and goodnight to Wayne from Mississauga, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo, who joined us on the YouTube stream. Thanks, Wayne. And next we've got Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CTZ, VA3NCA, yeah, great net as always there, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. There's a really good turnout. What's the count whenever you get a chance? If you just call that out later on, I'll be curious, because it sounds like we had a good one tonight. Anyways, thanks for doing it, and we'll catch you on the next one. VA3NCA, back to you. 7-3 to you and to all.
All right, Wade. Yeah, we had a good turnout. So far, I've got 17 in the log. 18 with Rick. I didn't put Rick in yet. I'm going to do that right now. And so I'll check the YouTube stream to see if I missed anybody. I might have missed Albert. Yeah, so that makes it 19 so far. So that gives you an idea there, Wade. And so did the stream clean up there? Did it stay good the rest of the time after I adjusted the audio? Wade?
Oh, VA3C just said VA3NCA. Sorry, I missed the question. Were you asking about the audio?
Yeah, after I brought the audio online for the stream, was the stream good the whole time? Was it delaying? Was it good?
Yeah, the quality, the video and audio quality, once you added the radio audio, is great for the whole stream. No stuttering or jittering at all, and nice and clear. But there is a lag. I think it's a little longer than it used to be on the old system, but it's still usable. I didn't count it out, but I want to say 8 to 10 seconds.
No, okay. Yeah. Well, it is a resource hog, this OBS Studio, because it does quite a bit. I actually have the YouTube stream up, the chats and the stats all up on the same software, so it's more resource intense than the other one was. And I've also got 5 cameras rocking, so it's doing pretty good for what I have as a computer.
Yeah, it definitely works a lot better than the other system, so you've improved things quite a bit, I think. I think the delay is often right within YouTube itself. It doesn't necessarily have to be from your side, I think, because there's a lot of times when you're on a live and there's quite a delay, like across the YouTube creators. So I'm not sure it's you. I think it's just the way that it works. Just curious, does it tell you on that display you've got what the native resolution that you're transmitting out in? Because one thing I think I'd try is if I set my resolution to match yours, does the delay go down because there's no transcode delay? So anyways, that's a long way to say. Does it say what native streaming resolution you're streaming out at?
Yes, the output is 1080p at 30 frames per second. I found that unless I have a faster laptop or computer, I have to keep it at 30 frames per second. I can do 60. I actually have one camera that'll do 100 frames per second, but I put them all on 1080p at 30 frames per second. But like I said, I've got 5 active cameras, so I'm happy it's doing as well as it is.
Yeah, it's doing a good job. I'm set at the same 1080p. It doesn't tell me the frames per second, but I'm assuming that I'm receiving it with minimal processing. So maybe that's why I've got like an 8-second delay, whereas other people are reporting longer ones. I don't know, just a guess. Anyways, it's doing well, really well, and thanks for doing it as always. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Noel says it doesn't matter if you change the settings, it's still the same delay. And don't forget, we're also streaming on prime time, right? Between 8 and 10 p.m. is considered prime time, I think. But anyways, Wade, thank you so much for checking in. Much appreciated, sir. And only one more day of work for you with Friday off. So have a great day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you again soon. And so let's move on and see if Matt is still around. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Still here, Chuck. Enjoyed every minute of it. A great net as usual, and a little especially good highlight for me to hear Bill. And Bill, if you're still listening, V3BNW, I sent you an email. You can check that out. Everyone have a good night. 7-3. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to it all day long. And back to you.
All right, very good, Matt. Thanks for your check-in. And let's check real quick here. VE3BNW. Are you still around, Bill?
VE3BNW. Yeah, I was just actually listening to on the web as well on YouTube, and I went and told the wife, says, "This is kind of freaky. I turned the radio on, and there's people talking about me." So I started laughing about that. But yeah, we're still here, and we'll check in next week too, at probably the same time, same area. Back to you, VE3BNW.
Okay, Bill, very good. Yeah, PDL, Paul is to blame for that. He already told us that you were going to turn your radio on, so very good then. Well, thanks for checking in, Bill, and hope to catch you next time. And Matt, another person who knows you from years ago, VE3SMN, said he just sent you an email there, so check that at your leisure. And thanks again for your check-in. We'll talk to you again soon. With that, let's bring in Steve, Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. You still there, Steve? How about Chris, VA3 WPG? You still there? All right. How about, I think, George, VA3 Lima Golf Golf? So let's go to Mac, VA3 IMW.
Yes, sirree. Hope you all can join us tomorrow night on 446.125 for the Thursday edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Thanks for doing this one, Chuck. Certainly appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, Mac. Well, thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us there. And we look forward to saying hi to you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Again on 446-125 Simplex at 7 p.m. Thanks, Mac. Take care. I forgot to add you to the log, so that now makes my count up to 20. So a really good night tonight. And so Rick is my last guy here, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Hey, 73 to everybody on board here. Hello to Matt, if he's still there. And, anyway, so good to hear you got that streaming working so well. Anyway, that's good. And, the help with that, I guess. You got some help with that. That's good. question for you, Chuck. What were the bands like after we had that big flare? Because sometimes we get a second flare after the first one. And yes, I just haven't been on the radio in the last couple of days there, over.
Well, if you're talking about today, Rick, I did not spend a lot of time checking it out. It was poor condition, so I just said, "The heck with it. I'll, do it another time." Usually on AREG day, I don't spend a lot of time unless I do it in the morning. The rest of the day, I'm still doing research and making sure everything's running okay for the net, because you know how it goes. You think everything's running good, and then you get a little blip and throws you off. So for that reason, I don't do much radio HF work on AREG day, Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. Anyway, just make sure that everybody remembers tomorrow, VA3 CWM on at 3 o'clock. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. With preparation, there's a lot more stuff goes on behind the scenes there. And on Monday, I had trouble with my monitor while I was getting ready. I was actually a little bit early getting ready for the net on Monday night, and I turned on my monitor and everything and had things going, and all of a sudden it went black. And so I had to troubleshoot and figure out what was wrong, and it turned out it was the monitor. There was a monitor, and I had to replace it the last minute. So good thing I had a spare one here, one of the old ones that'll do go on the old tape video output. So I had one anyway, and so that we got back on the air. But anyway, that's sorted out, and this monitor, this one I got's an LG, and I had a Samsung, and I'm surprised that it went, but whatever did, it went. It had the two inputs, the newer type. I forget what that one's called, but I had one of them too. So anyway, I tested it after the fact, and it was a monitor, so out it goes, garbage. But anyway, it won't be too long. These monitors will be history anyway. So that's the way it goes, Chuck. Anyway, back to you, and we'll talk to you again later. I didn't hear the whole net, but what I did hear, thanks for doing it. So VA3 CJZ, V3 VK.
All right, Rick. Well, I like both of those brands. LG, they make great stuff, and Samsung. I actually have a TV in the living room there. It's a Samsung. All right. Well, I'm glad you got it all worked out, and like I said, things happen at the last second, and you got to troubleshoot. So, anyways, like I mentioned earlier, let's do we'll do one last call. Any last-minute check-ins for tonight's AREG Net, please come now. All right, so tonight, so far, I've got 20 check-ins. That's awesome. Had a great time tonight, and I look forward to doing it all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is VA3 CJZ saying so long for now. Have a great rest of the week, and be safe, and be kind to one another. This is VA3 CJZ saying 7-3.